Welcome back to Saltwater Stories. And boy, do we have a story for you today.
Oh, we really do. We are about to explore a genuine biological puzzle. An animal so strange it seems to break all the rules of what an animal should be.
That's it exactly. Okay, just picture the clearest, warmest ocean water you can imagine.
Maybe off the coast of the Philippines or Japan, somewhere beautiful and sunny.
Right, and you're searching in that water for a creature that is smaller than your pinky fingernail.
And it doesn't even look like a sea creature. It looks like something that crawled right out of a cartoon.
Totally, like it's wearing this tiny, fluffy green coat.
But this little animal, it's a master of disguise and really a scientific oddity.
Yeah.
It's an animal, yes, but it has this secret power.
A power we usually only see in plants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about an animal that figured out how to use the best free energy source there is.
The sun.
The sun. It doesn't just hunt for its food. It can literally eat sunlight.
It's the ultimate rule breaker of the animal kingdom, and I think it's about to become your new favorite ocean superstar.
Okay, no more waiting. Let's reveal this mysterious creature. It's tiny, it's fluffy, and its superpower is solar power.
We are talking about the leaf sheep.
The leaf sheep, I love that name.
But it's perfect, isn't it? Its proper scientific name is a bit of a mouthful, Crustaceella caroshime.
Oh.
Yeah, but our mission today is to uncover every secret of this amazing, tiny, solar-powered slug. We're going to find out how it stays its power, why it looks like a cartoon, and what big job it has in the ocean.
I can't wait. So to really get this, I think you have to imagine life from its point of view.
Yes, let's get small.
Let's call our little star today Sean the Slug. It just fits so perfectly with that cartoon look.
Sean the slug. I love it. But you have to remember, Sean is tiny. Maybe like a couple grains of rice stacked together. That's it.
Right. So imagine you are Sean. You are crawling so slowly
Yeah.
because you've only got one big foot across your whole world.
And your entire world is this huge, fuzzy, fan-shaped green leaf.
An algae called Avranvilla. This single leaf is your living room, your bedroom.
And your kitchen pantry. All in one.
And you're in these warm, shallow, incredibly sunny waters.
You have to be where the sun is strongest if you're going to be solar powered, right?
Absolutely. So Sean feels a little low on power. He's hungry.
But he doesn't go on some big, noisy hunt.
No, he just wiggles his two long, black-tipped feelers that stick up from his head. They look just like bunny ears.
Or maybe little sheep horns, but they're actually his super noses.
Super noses. So he's smelling the water to find the perfect spot on the leaf.
Exactly. He's looking for the plumpest, juiciest algae cell. He's a real gourmet, even at that size.
He finds it. A perfect round cell, just full of energy.
Mm.
But now, Sean has no teeth for chewing.
No, instead he has a secret weapon. A single, super sharp tooth called the radula.
Think of it like a tiny, perfect drinking straw.
Or a needle, almost. The action is so fast and precise, Sean uses that tooth straw to just puncture the green wall of the algae cell.
Puncture.
And then a big slurp.
He sucks up everything inside that cell. It's this rich green smoothie full of, cell juice and all the tiny green solar panels floating inside.
And this is where the miracle happens. His body performs this magical sorting trick.
So the juice gives him instant energy, right?
Yeah.
But what about the solar panels?
The solar panels, they're called chloroplasts. He protects them. They don't go into his main stomach.
Where do they go?
They travel right out of his gut and into all those leafy flaps on his back, his little coat. Scientists call them the serrata.
And he feels this rush of green energy.
He's powered up, but now he needs to charge. So Sean crawls to the sunny spot he can find on that leaf, spreads out all his leafy flaps.
And he just basks.
The sunlight hits his back and those stolen solar panels, the chloroplasts, they just turn on.
And they start sun-cooking food for him, making sugar right there on his back.
He is doing something only plants should be able to do. He is literally eating sunlight.
Wow. That whole process just shows you that every weird little part of his body is designed for this one incredible job.
It's all connected.
Wait, I have to ask. If he does that sorting trick, how long does that one slurp, that one meal, last him?
That is a fantastic question because it really shows you what a good thief he is. The green smoothie part gives him energy right away.
Okay.
But the stolen solar panels, the kleptoplasts, they can keep working for him for up to 10 full days.
10 days? You're kidding. So he can just sunbathe for his food for over a week.
Exactly. He's carrying a living, rechargeable battery on his back.
That is the most efficient animal I've ever heard of.
It really is. So let's look a little closer at the super tools that make all of this possible.
Yes. Let's unpack the anatomy of this little cartoon superstar. starting with its size.
The size is what gets everyone. We say it's small, but it's hard to really picture how small.
We're talking 5 to 10 millimeters long?
That's about the length of 1 grain of rice.
Yeah.
If you put it on the eraser of your pencil, it wouldn't even cover the whole thing.
It could fit right on the tip of your finger.
You definitely need a magnifying glass to see all the details.
But once you do, you know exactly why people call it the underwater Pokemon, or the Shaun the Sheep slug. It's all because of that face.
Oh, that face is pure cartoon. It's
Yeah.
got this little round, bright white head.
And 2 tiny, beady, dark eyes that are set really close together.
Right, and that's what gives it that permanent look of surprise. Like it's always going, meep.
It's so cute. But okay, let's talk about the ears. The ones that aren't actually ears.
With 2 long feelers that stick straight up, the ones with the black tips.
Yeah, they look like bunny ears.
They do, but they're called rhinophores.
Rhinophores. That's a great word. What does that mean?
It literally means nose carrier.
Nose carrier. So they're not for hearing, they're for smelling the water.
Precisely. They're covered in these fine little hairs,
Okay.
and by waving them around, the slug can taste or smell the chemicals in the water.
So that's how it finds its one favorite food, that Avranville algae.
That's how. It's like an underwater antenna picking up a very specific radio signal. Without those powerful noses, it would starve because it's such a picky eater.
Wow. And it can sense danger with them too.
Oh yeah, like if there's pollution in the water or the scent of a hungry crab nearby, they're key to its survival.
Okay, so we have super noses. Now for the coat. The fluffy, leafy flaps on its back.
The serrata.
Serrata. And they're not just for decoration. They are the ultimate super tool. I heard someone compare them to a Swiss Army knife.
It's the perfect analogy. Nature is just the best engineer. It found 4 essential jobs for the same tool.
Okay, let's break it down. Job number 1 is the one we know, solar panels.
Yep. The serrata are filled with those stolen chloroplasts, and they're shaped like flat leaves for a reason.
To get more sun. Right, to maximize the surface area.
Exactly. Just like a solar farm. They're the energy collectors.
Okay, what's next? Job number 2 is lungs. How can they be lungs?
Well, it's gills. The slug is all soft-bodied, so it absorbs oxygen directly from the water through the surface of the serrata.
So the same things that charge its batteries also help it breathe.
Double duty.
Unbelievable. Okay, job number 3. The stomach and pantry.
Right. When Sean slurps up that green smoothie, he needs a safe place to store those little solar-powered engines.
So the chloroplasts go into the serrata.
They do. The slug's stomach actually branches out into all those leafy bits. It's like a highway system to get the chloroplasts away from the main digestive area and into storage.
So its coat is also its pantry.
A living pantry where it stores its batteries for later.
This is just getting better and better.
Okay.
The last one, job number 4, escape pods.
This is the dramatic one.
Okay.
If a grumpy crab tries to grab the leaf sheep,
What happens?
it can perform something called autotomy, which literally means self-cut.
Self-cut, like a magic trick.
Exactly like a magic trick. It can instantly detach one of its serrata.
No way.
Yes, and the detached leaf wiggles around in the water on its own for a minute.
Oh, to distract the crab.
A perfect distraction. The crab chases the wiggling escape pod, and our tiny slug crawls away to safety.
That's the same thing lizards do with their tails. So this coat breathes for it, charges it, stores its food, and acts as a wiggling emergency distraction.
An evolutionary marvel, ready for almost anything.
Okay, now we have to get to the heart of this mystery. The chloroplast heist.
This is why the leaf sheep is famous. It's one of the only animals in the world that can perform photosynthesis. It's a true animal-plant hybrid.
It really does sound like something out of science fiction. An animal powered by the sun.
To really appreciate the heist, we should do a quick refresher on photosynthesis.
The plant's kitchen recipe.
Right. So photo means light, and synthesis means to make, making things with light.
And the ingredients are easy. Sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, which is the air we breathe out.
And the cooking all happens in the tiny green engines inside plant cells. Those are the chloroplasts.
They're green because they're full of chlorophyll, which traps the sunlight.
And the final product is sugar, which is food and oxygen, which is great for us.
But the leaf sheep can't build its own kitchen, so it steals one.
It commits the ultimate theft. This is what we call kleptoplasty.
Okay, let's break down that word.
Klepto, like kleptomaniac, means thief. And plasty refers to the chloroplasts,
So it's the chloroplast thief.
the greatest thief in nature. And the tool for the job is that special mouth we talked about.
The radula.
Hmm.
The tooth straw. You said it belongs to a special group, the secoglossans.
The sap-sucking slugs. They are built to drink, not to chew.
So it uses that sharp point to poke the algae cell. like a boba teacup.
That's the perfect image. It pokes the lid, and then it just slurps up everything inside, the juice and the whole chloroplasts.
And then comes that magic sorting trick again.
Yes, it digests the sugary juice for a quick energy boost, but it protects the whole intact chloroplasts. It treats them like equipment, not food.
And sends them out to the Sarada, the pantry on its back.
And now those stolen engines are called kleptoplasts, and they just keep on working.
For up to 10 days, which is just mind-blowing. They're living batteries that just need a little sun to recharge. Wait, another question. If it's a thief, does it get, like, fatter and greener the more it steals? Or is it like filling a gas tank?
That's a great way to think about it. It's much more like topping off a gas tank.
Oh, okay.
There's only so much room in its Serrata, so it can only store so many kleptoplasts. But they do break down over those 10 days.
So it's always shopping for new ones to replace the old ones.
Constantly. It's all about maintaining the charge, not getting bigger and bigger. It's about quality over quantity.
That makes so much sense. Okay, now why are scientists so obsessed with this whole thing? It should be impossible, right?
Totally impossible. And that's why the leaf sheep is such a key biological mystery. There are two huge problems scientists are trying to solve.
The first one is the stomach problem.
The stomach problem.
Right.
If you or I ate a whole plant cell, our stomach acid and our immune system would immediately attack it and digest it.
Because it's a foreign thing that shouldn't be there. Our bodies are designed to break stuff down.
Exactly. So the slug's body should treat those chloroplasts like lunch and just destroy them. But it doesn't.
And not.
We're still figuring out the details, but it seems to have a special way of shielding them. It's like it puts a tiny protective force field around every single stolen solar
A
panel.
force field. So it's choosing not to digest part of its food.
An amazing power. But that leads to the second mystery. The maintenance problem.
The what?
The maintenance problem. Photosynthesis is hard work. The chloroplasts are like little machines, and machines break down. They need repairs.
And in a plant, the plant's DNA is like the instruction manual for how to fix them.
Exactly. But the leaf sheep only stole the machine. It didn't steal the instruction manual.
So it's like having a super cool toy, but you lost the charger and the repair kit. It should just run out of power and stop working.
It should. But somehow, the slug keeps them running for days.
So how is it fixing the stolen battery without the original instructions?
This is the wildest part. The main theory is that over millions of years, the leaf sheep actually stole a few key genes from the algae.
And put them into its own animal DNA.
That's the idea.
Hold on. So you're saying the leaf sheep might have a little bit of plant DNA inside its animal code, and that's its own personal repair manual.
A makeshift repair manual. It would mean the slug is using its own animal chemistry to provide the support to keep the stolen plant parts working.
That's some next-level biological hacking. No wonder scientists are studying it. It's a true hybrid.
It really is. Okay, let's take a breath from all that mind-blowing science and figure out where this amazing little thief fits into the big family tree of life.
Yes, let's find its cosmic address. I love that analogy.
It's a perfect way to see how everyone is related. We start big and get more and more specific.
So the biggest neighborhood is the kingdom. Animalia. It's an animal. It moves, it eats. Easy.
Next, the main street, the phylum, mollusca. These are all the soft-bodied animals.
And this is a really weird and wonderful family, isn't it? Its cousins are things like clams.
And the super fast squid and the really smart octopus.
That would be a strange family reunion. Okay, next street over. The class Gastropoda.
This name is great because it means stomach foot.
Stomach foot. Because they crawl on one big foot that's right under their stomach.
Yep. All the snails and all the sea slugs live on this street.
But the really important one, the specific house number, is the order. Sacoglossa.
This is the exclusive club. This is the group we call the sapsuckers.
The sapsuckers. This is what separates them from all the other slugs. Only the suckoglossans have that tooth straw for drinking their food.
They're all highly specialized plant eaters.
And finally, the exact address on the mailbox, the species. Nostaciella kuroshime.
And that last part, Kuroshime, tells us where it was first identified. Near Kuroshima Island in Japan. They named it after its home.
That's so cool. Okay, so we know where it lives. Now, how does it, make more little leaf sheep? It's so tiny and slow. Yeah, the dating game must be tough.
It would be, but it has another superpower for that. The leaf sheep is a simultaneous hermaphrodite.
Simultaneous hermaphrodite. That is a mouthful. What does that mean for our listeners?
It means that every single adult leaf sheep is both a boy and a girl at the same time.
Wolf. At once.
Yep. They have all the parts for both roles in making babies.
That is a huge advantage. If you're tiny and slow, just finding another slug is hard enough.
But if every single slug you meet is a potential partner, you've just doubled your chances.
It's pure efficiency.
Mm.
They still need to find a partner to trade genetic material.
Right, they do. But once they meet, both of them can go off and lay eggs.
And when they lay eggs, they don't mess around. How many are we talking?
A single slug can lay a huge batch, somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 eggs at once.
2,000 to 4,000. Wow. Where do they put them all?
They glue them in a beautiful, tiny, intricate spiral coil right onto their algae home. It looks like a little coil-up ribbon.
So cool. But the story gets even stranger from there, right? The babies live a double life.
They do. It's called metamorphosis. A big change in shape, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly.
So part 1 is the baby drifter.
Right. The baby that hatches is called a veliger larva, and it looks nothing like the cute, fluffy adult.
What does it look like?
It's a microscopic, free-swimming little dot. It drifts in the ocean with all the other plankton, but here's the really surprising part.
What's that?
It has a tiny shell.
A shell. The baby has a shell, but the adult doesn't. That's like it's wearing a heavy little backpack for its journey.
That's a perfect description. The shell is for protection. It's armor for that very dangerous time when it's drifting all alone in the big, open ocean.
So it just floats around for weeks, carried by the currents, until it finds the perfect place to land.
And that perfect place is, of course,
A fresh patch of Everinville algae.
exactly. When it smells its favorite food, it knows it's home, it settles down, it goes through that big chain.
It sheds its heavy shell backpack.
And it starts to grow its magnificent leafy serrata. It trades its armor for a superpower.
And becomes the solar-powered slug we know and love. What an amazing transformation.
It really is. So now that we know who it is and how it's born, let's talk about its neighborhood. The leaf sheep is an extreme specialist.
That means it can't live just anywhere. That specialization is its strength, but also its weakness, right?
Absolutely. You can only find it in these shallow, warm, tropical waters in Asia. Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia.
And it has to be shallow. It has to live in the sun zone.
That's non-negotiable. If you're powered by stolen solar panels, you need bright, consistent sunlight. If it went too deep, its batteries would die.
And it's also a super picky eater. What was that term you used?
An obligate feeder. It means it only eats that one specific fuzzy algae, Avringalea. It won't touch anything else.
It's a gourmet algae snob. Only the 5-star fuzzy green leaf for Sean the Slug.
Exactly. And scientists think there's a really good reason for that pickiness.
Oh, yeah.
The chloroplasts inside Avringalea seem to be extra tough. They're like super chloroplasts that last longer after being stolen.
So it's a smart thief. It only steals the best, longest-lasting batteries.
Why steal a cheap battery when you can get a high-performance one that lasts 10 days?
That makes so much sense. And what's amazing is that just by doing this, just by eating its lunch, this tiny slug has a massive job in its neighborhood.
It's the reef gardener.
The reef gardener. Tell us about that.
Well, coral reefs are like these bustling underwater cities, but they're in a constant slow-motion battle with fast-growing algae.
If the algae grows too much, it can cover the coral like a big green blanket, right? And block all the sunlight.
Which you can kill the coral. But here comes our tiny leaf sheep. By grazing on the Avringalea, it's like a tiny lawnmower.
Or a whole flock of tiny sheep mowing the lawn.
Exactly. It keeps the algae trimmed and in check, which stops it from taking over the reef. It keeps the whole coral city healthy.
That is such a huge good neighbor job for such a tiny animal. It protects a whole city just by eating.
It shows how every single creature, no matter how small, is important. But being such a specialist also puts it in a lot of danger.
Big problems for a tiny slug.
Huge problems that often start thousands of miles away. The first big threat is ocean acidification.
Okay, that's a tricky one. It happens when the ocean absorbs too much carbon dioxide from the air, which makes the water a little bit acidic.
Let's use an analogy. It's like the ocean is becoming slightly more like a fizzy soda.
Yeah.
And that acid is really bad for any animal that builds a shell out of calcium.
And wait a minute. The adult leaf sheep doesn't have a shell, but we just learned.
The baby Velazucho larva does.
Oh, no. So that slightly fizzy, acidic water can actually dissolve the baby's shell.
It can, or it can just make it impossible for the baby to build its shell properly in the first place. If the babies can't survive their journey, then there are no new leaf sheep.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So pollution that starts on land can end up hurting these tiny solar-powered babies way out in the ocean.
And that's not the only threat. The second one is habitat loss.
From pollution and the water getting warmer, we know it only eats one thing.
The Everinvilea. If the ocean gets too warm or polluted, that algae can die off.
And since the leaf sheep is a specialist, it can't just switch to eating something else.
No. If its food disappears, it loses its home, its energy source, and its camouflage all at once.
The whole population would just starve.
It's why the leaf sheep is what we call an indicator species. If the tiny solar-powered slugs are in trouble, we know the whole reef is in trouble too.
Wow, what an absolutely incredible story we've followed today. The tiny Custaciella carochme.
It's been amazing. We uncovered the secrets of this rice-sized creature that uses super noses to find its way.
Wears an amazing 4-in-1 tool coat called the serrata.
And masters the impossible science of kleptoplasty.
The ultimate chloroplast thief.
Using its special tooth straw to steal the sun's power and turn itself into a living solar-powered battery.
And we learned that this tiny slug has a huge job as the reef gardener, protecting entire coral cities just by eating its lunch.
This amazing creature really shows us that the smallest animals often have the biggest, most important jobs, and that the health of the ocean, even far away, is connected to what we do right here. So we want to leave you with one final thought. If a creature as tiny and specialized as the leaf sheep depends on a healthy planet to survive, what's one small thing you can do this week to be a good neighbor to your own local habitat?
It could be anything, really. Maybe reducing waste or saving electricity or helping to clean up a park.
That small action helps keep the air cleaner, which means less CO2 goes into the ocean.
Which in turn helps a tiny solar-powered baby leaf sheep survive its dangerous journey thousands of miles away.
Think about that incredible connection. And thank you so much for joining us for this incredible exploration of saltwater stories.
See you next time on Saltwater Stories.